Where's Trey Benson? Is he going to be coming back anytime soon? He got injured week 4, but we got an update saying that he still hasn't had his practice window opened, meaning that he could return back not this week, but when. So Trey Benson got injured week 4, and then he ended up doing a meniscus clipping surgery, which is different than a full-on meniscus repair, and that happened about October 1st. So he's about 7 weeks away from that. What's the difference between a meniscus repair and a meniscus clipping? Well, the meniscus is a shock absorber right there. It buffers the space between your tibia and your femur, and you need it there because it prevents bone-on-bone contact, prevents the onset of early arthritis. So when that meniscus gets torn there, the ideal situation is to repair it or stitch it back together. If you don't repair it and you clip it out, you increase the bone-to-bone contact and you increase the onset of early arthritis. Not all meniscus tears can be repaired. So if it's in the white zone, then it's not amenable to repair because there's not great blood flow there. So then they clip it out. If it's in the red zone, then it usually is amenable to repair depending on the type of tear. And if it's in the red-white zone, it just depends. Type of tear also makes a difference. If it's a simple tear, easy to repair. If it's a super complex, jagged, irregular tear, probably got to clip it out, especially depending on the zone. But when is Trey Benson going to come back? So he's been out about 7 weeks now. 7 to 9 weeks is the typical recovery for these, even though they said 4 to 6 weeks. And then I would expect another week of ramp up. So that puts him at about week 14, where I expect him playing at a high level. And that's why I've been saying the whole Trey Benson. I know it's frustrating, but he should be able to come back. Someone else asked me about Garrett Wilson, and they combined him with Godwin. I would take Wilson over Godwin, but I don't think Wilson is that strong of a bet to return back to strong form with him being out for another 4 weeks minimum.